Doing okay today, and just wanted to bring you another whip and chat and coloring. It's the fall season, so I thought I'd take out a kind of a fallish looking picture. The first picture I took out was a different picture than this, so I decided to go on with this one because I got my charcoal pencils in for skin tone, and I decided to try them out, and they look like this. And it turned it out pretty good, so I thought I'd go ahead and try out the skin color on this picture as just a practice mode. But it's fall season, and it's a beautiful day today. And as you know, when I'm most of the time when I'm about to get into my mode of doing my coloring or my diamond painting is mostly in the evening. But I've been learning how to step out of that because the most time in the morning I'm trying to study, do school, or get myself in the mood for packing because I'm about to move, and it's a whole nother transition going on. And yeah, just trying to get things steady. When it comes to fall, I love the fall season because the leaves are so beautiful, and the changing of the season brings so many other changes that are going on around us and in our lives. And we're trying to get ready for the winter season, and I love the way as seasons change, things change around us. So I'm a really keen person who looks at the changing of the seasons and the different herbs and the different vegetables. I don't eat like vegetables and fruit seasonally. I have tried, but a lot of times I don't, continuously do it. But I love the changing of the seasons and watching how the beautiful changing of the fall leaves take place. I'm always taking pictures of the changing of the leaves when I'm out and about. I always have my camera and I'm just constantly just taking pictures. But yes, there's a lot of changes going on everywhere, and I hope everyone is feeling good and having a blessed season, getting your body prepared for the winter season. I know they're talking about the virus and getting vaccinated, but also make sure that you're getting your vitamin C and your zinc, your vitamin B12, and making sure you're keeping your immune system boosted as much as possible. Staying safe, wearing your mask, because even though you're vaccinated, does not mean you still can't get COVID-19. There's just a little information there. I'm not trying to get too deep into that conversation, but yes, doing what we can to stay healthy and to do what we can to continue to be healthy. And praying for all those who have gone through COVID-19 or may be suffering with COVID. Listening to the news and listening to so many people, even celebrities. I think it was The View when they found out someone had COVID and they had to, stop the show. But it's life. It's nothing to, jump out our skin about. We pray. That's my thing. I'm a constant prayer warrior, and I believe in praying and asking, having faith in God. We never know what's going to happen in life because life is just too unpredictable. So we just constantly know that, whatever happens, we can continue our journey and do what we got to do to get well and have faith in God. I have a sister that overcame, being in a hospital, and God is just so good. So I'm always praiseful and praying and thanking God for the many blessings He gives us to wake up every day, no matter what illnesses or what sicknesses we may face. And yeah, this is 2021 going into 2022. I was looking at so many different artists like Kirby. I think he has a book coming out, a new book coming out October 26th. Of course, I did make sure I had a pre-order of that. And my girl, Color Me Stress Free, she did a flip through. I was like, yes, girl, thank you. She did a flip through, and some of the pictures are mostly pictures that he's already done, but I don't have all of his books, so I'm definitely interested in getting that book. So yeah, He just put a collage of all different of some of his best pictures into one, like it's called kaleidoscope or kaleidomorphia. I think it's called kaleidomorphia. And then you have Hannah Clarkson. She has a new book out. And I think it's called The Witch's Cottage. But I have seen a lot of the pictures that are in her book and some of the other books that she has. I love that cat. I think she said that is her cat, and she has that cat in many books, and I love that cat. And the cat has wings in one of the books, but it's such a beautiful big cat. And as these artists are just so brilliant in their creativeness, I know it takes a lot with everything going on in the world right now. Even the artists, sometimes are affected by what's going on in our world, the pandemic, and just trying to be creative and please their customers and trying to stay on course. There's a lot going on, so constant change is being brought about consistently. And when you're a creative person, sometimes there are things that can interfere with you constantly trying to stay in the creative lane. Like, okay, what should I do next? Or how do I get this out there? Or how do I make this happen? Because you might not know what to do next or how to get what you're thinking about out of your mind. So much going on in the world it's like an interference with the thinking, with your thinking. Or as a writer, they call it writer's block. So, we have that creative interference that comes in sometimes. Even if you're a student and you're studying, sometimes you just feel like you're thrown off course, like my studying is just not where I wanted to be. And this is one of those seasons, I truly believe, where our minds just get to that place where we have, mind block. And it's a time where we need to just take time to ourselves, learn how to meditate, learn how to pray, drink some good herbal teas to help calm the mind, calm the spirit, and take time to get back into that zone. And we don't realize that everything that goes on in the earth also affects the person, the human being as well. This is a time when the season and the earth comes to a resting place. And everything is changing to go into a time of rest where the God has allowed the earth to rest. And as the plants and stuff die down, and even animals, they go into hibernation and they're getting ready for the winter. So, things move a little bit slower. And if you don't know how to give yourself that time of rest and that time of slowing down so your body can get itself together, eating certain things that's going to help you maintain your health, eating good stuff that's good for your iron, your immune system, your magnesium. I don't mean to get all health wise on anybody. But, it's just the changing of time, the changing of life. And as we get older, we think a little more about different things, of course. But yeah, it's 2021. With everything going on, you can't help but to think about health, Just trying to do what's best for you. And I love these flowers. I'm learning how to do my flowers a little better. I'm not a person who has been a lot more detailed in my coloring. And there's so many different tools that I see people using, especially with ink distress, paints, acrylic paint, learning to do the shading and blending techniques, because these people that be on these pages are extraordinary colorists, and I'm like, I definitely got to up my game. And I'll be looking at some of my pages, I said I should have put more detail into that picture, but I didn't. But I'm learning to do more details in my page. So I said I was going to do a color and chat with me. And as the days go by and everyone's just trying to get things together, It's like time just goes past so fast sometimes. I learned not to stress myself out about time. I've tried. Sometimes it's like everything seems like it's moving so fast, but then there's other times, you just gotta go with the flow. You can't say 24 hours in a day. You gotta just do things accordingly. Can't rush it because the time is gonna move whether you want it to or not. Can't slow it down. As they say, we're gonna fall back, spring forward. I used to always laugh with my father because he'd say, time don't really go nowhere. We don't really spring back, and we really don't spring back, spring forward, and we really don't fall back. Time's just the same. It was something I think they said Benjamin Franklin came up with years ago. And then I think they've had that question, would you rather us not have the spring forward and fall back, that they stop doing it at all, or would you rather them to continue to do it? I mean, times are different around the earth because some people might be having morning while you're having night, of course. But there's really like no really spring for it. Time is just time. We just changed the times on our clock. Time is just time. So, it's like it really don't change. It's like a trick on the mind. I think they said Benjamin Franklin came up with that idea for the farmers or something like that, to get up early for the harvest or something. But yes, this is a beautiful picture. I like this of a little elf girl holding her cat. I love kitties. I'm about to get me a kitty myself. And she has her little tattoos on her arm. There's little butterflies. Then there's sunflowers there, which I love sunflowers. I love sunflowers. They're one of my favorite plants, especially when you can allow them to dry and then get the seeds out of the sunflower. And I love sunflower seeds. Using my Prisma pencils. I don't know how many people out here are still planting gardens, but that's one of the things I see a lot of people when you start planting gardens and getting your vegetables out of the garden around this time of harvest. Pumpkins and watermelons, cucumbers, beets, all the root vegetables, potatoes, beets, I think onions, not onions, sorry, yeah, and carrots. Those are all the root vegetables. And they're really good for you. And it's something that God allowed every vegetable and every fruit to grow in every season for a reason. He knew that we would need those vegetables in this season during winter time to help our immune system, to fight off different viruses, diseases. People get sick in the wintertime. You're sick any time of the year, really, but, more so in certain seasons than others. Making sure you guys can see that, though. So, yeah, sunflower seeds are really good. Have a lot of magnesium in there, too. And it's not a lot of rain, snow. I don't want to see any snow until after January, and a little bit of that. I'm hoping I'll already be at my destination when it happens, packing up and moving out. Coloring just kind of really helps you relax. and puts you in the mood. So I always say when I'm coloring, I always kind of see myself in the mood around the sunflowers, around the leaves, and even going out and about, even when I'm out in nature. When you're not out and about, it just puts your mind there to make you feel like you're in that zone, sitting around the sunflowers, holding your kitty, thinking about life. Enjoying time. Take life for granted a lot, and just don't sit back and smell the roses and enjoy, life. You don't have to have a lot of money to enjoy life. You don't have to be like rich, to know how to enjoy life. Sometimes people get that confused. You can just wake up every day and learn how to enjoy being here on this planet, and knowing that God has given you another day to enjoy life. We take people for granted until they're not here anymore, and then we sit around and cry and think about what we could have said, what we could have did. To give people roses while they're alive. Don't wait until they pass away to give them their roses, or tell them you love them. And if everything that's going on hasn't made us understand that, then I don't know what should have. Because we do forget these things. We be so busy living life. If you called your mom, your grandma, stop past to see someone that you usually always see them all the time. Sorry, I'm just sharpening my pencil. That's one thing about Prismas. They go down really fast. They don't stay. They stay a little sharp. But with Prisma pencils, you guys keep sharpening these bad boys. But yeah, somebody, I used to always talk to so-and-so. I think I need to pick up the phone and call her. And sometimes I call people and sometimes I know people are busy because their lives are more hectic than mine. They got like 4 or 5 kids, or they got a whole lot more busy of a schedule than I do. So I don't try to, be an inconvenience and, just bothering them all the time. Like picking up the phone, what you doing? Because I know they're busy. But, sometimes it's good to just see how someone's doing, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know how life is going to turn out. You might don't see them tomorrow. You could hear, so-and-so passed. And you can be like, say what? Who? No, you didn't. It just hits you like, I was just thinking about them. I just had them on my mind. Oh my God, I just talked to them the other day, and it blows you away. But it happens, and it happens a lot. And especially with everything going on with COVID. It just makes me think about, how easy it is to just, leave this earth so fast, so quick. Because people here one day, and they here today and gone tomorrow. Thanking God for the life we have. I thank God for my life. Thank God for my sister, because I know she went through a scary experience. Excuse that knock at my door. Someone's knocking at my door. Let me pause this for 1 minute. I'm so sorry about that, everyone. Life happens. Someone came to knock you. Okay. Yeah. Someone went to knocking. But yeah. So we have to just sometimes remind ourselves to check in on others and be thankful for the loved ones we have, because we don't know the hour or the timing when we may leave this earth. Learning how to blend. I like my flowers to look a little different. I don't try to be perfect. on how I do my leaves. I like to add a little tint in there, because that's one thing about fall leaves. They can have orange, a little green. They could be red with a little brown. So just make a little more depth in there. Give it a little more effect. Detail, as I say. I don't do a lot of detailing all the time, but I'm going to start learning how to get the details right. And I've been seeing a lot of people do Kirby. Everyone know I just did my last video, my #1 artist in the coloring world, which is Kirby Rosen, who I love. And I watched people who have done his pages and someone who has done one of his completed books. Oh my God. I was mind blown. I was like, yo, I ain't even there yet. I'm a baby in this game. The pictures that they did in his book were so beautiful. And I'm just, woo, my girl Color Me Stress Free, she's one of them. I mean, the pictures were just like mind blowing. Like, girl, that dragon's eye. When people do that dragon's eye, I know they have to use probably some paint. I've heard some people say all they use were pencil, and I'm like, do that dragon's eye. I gotta get it together, because I really do love the dragon's eye that he has. I think it's in World Within Worlds. Yeah, and I really love his whole concept. How he do things, his imagination is off the chain. And then he does his little doodling, which I think some of his doodles just be so cute. Some people are like, that's too much. That's just too much. But I love Kirby. I think he's the most one of the creative coloring artists out here. It takes a lot to continuously come up with creativeness. Your mind has to be like on a whole nother level when you're creating that type of art to please your customers and give them something they can love, something that's different, something they most definitely will enjoy, and something that, you know, they can really get into. So yeah, just coloring these flowers. I'm trying to bring more than just one color into them, because I like red clover. It can have some pretty colors in it. I was thinking about red clover. You ever seen a red clover? They have red, but they can also have a little bit of yellow in there. It could be like a little bit purplish in there. Red clover is really good for the immune system too. Anyone, you want to take something that's good for your immune system, red clover, gel tabs, as well as turmeric. Drink some turmeric tea every day. Some elderberry syrup. Make sure your vitamin C. See, now I like that one. Make that a little. And get some airborne tabs. Drop them in your water. Drink it every day. Yes. But yeah, we're going through that phase. Yeah. Just trying to stay healthy. Keep away the germs and the flu and COVID-19. And if it's your choice, if you want to get vaccine, get a vaccine. If you don't, then don't. But if you don't, I always say it is your choice. But there's other ways to keep your immune system healthy. Keep it boosted. I know everything is fine, so I don't try to get too deep into the subject. You know, not the COVID thing, but I worked in the medical field for many years, so there's all kinds of ways to keep our immune system boosted and healthy. But, you know, like colds and viruses, they're airborne, so we don't always know if we'll get sick, but we take care of ourselves the best way we can. Everybody DNA fights off viruses differently. Mine might not be as strong as yours. Yours might not be as strong as mine. Don't know till you know. And this is out of one of my books, I think by Elena. I'm trying to think of her name. It's Elena Loris. I think her last name. Yeah, this was a pretty picture and I liked the butterfly. I don't like giving butterflies just one color. Always got to do a dimensional kind of color, then kind of mix it up. Blend it with another color. I think I'm pressing down a little too hard on that. I might take my gel pens and go with those little dots. Make those little dots another little color. Yeah, but I used to have on my music when I color or I'm listening to a YouTuber. They go, so I went out the line, Lord. I have to get my eraser and start erasing. I'm like, trying to stay in line, but that happens. Don't worry about it. Yes. And then my little kitty, I think he's gonna be gray. I'm gonna outline him a little bit. My cousin has a gray kitty named Milan. My god sister. But yes, this is your spiritual colors and diamond painter. Just want to come to you and give you some little WIP and chat and coloring. Positively stay healthy. There's a time of change, times of transformation, transitioning. Try to eat healthy, plenty of good vegetables that are seasonal to keep our immune system up. And check out some of the new artists. Books out. Hannah Clarkson has a new one out. Her Kirby has one coming out called Morphia. Hannah Clarkson has one out called The Witch's Cottage. I don't know any other ones that are coming out in particular, but I want to show you one that I got particularly. I'm not a person that's going to keep getting books over and over, just because, some people have like a habit of buying coloring books, and some people are collectors. I'm not a collector. I kind of do what I'm drawn to and what my spirit tunes into, and I like to attach to things that are really particularly in my taste as an artist. And when it comes to art, I do like sci-fi ish mythical things, and something that when I'm coloring I can really get into the picture itself. And some things that I like to practice, because I'm, as I say, as a beginner, someone trying to practice your techniques and your vision, putting a coloring to the page or bringing life to the page. You really want to make things pop. Like for this, I definitely would have to think of a way to get the background to really look pretty. You could do your little stencils and put little designs on here. I've seen people do so many wonderful things, and I am still learning to do all the great details. Even like her hair, I think her hair is going to be a little reddish or maybe greenish color, who knows. But just when you're coloring, you come up with your own idea of how to bring life to a page and make it look totally extraordinary, make it look totally different. And just trying to, make your picture stand out and make your picture look different. And I love that about the colorists that I see in the community. The way they just stand out and come in and do whatever they feel with their pictures. And it's giving me the confidence to say, okay, yeah, I need to step out a little more. Don't be afraid to make your picture look different. Um, don't be afraid to use different tools or mediums for your picture, whether it's um, acrylic paint, whether it's glitter, or the pastel, the gel pens. You don't have to just use Prisma pencils. You can bring some gel pens. Like definitely think I'm going to do some gel pens in my little butterflies here. But I want to show you one of the books that I got recently, and this is a nice book. I thought it was a book. It's by Mythical Craft called Mythical Magic. I haven't done a entire flip through of any particular book yet. So for this one, I'm not going to do an entire flip through. Just going to show you some of the beautiful pages that are in the book. As you can see, they have, the pictures are really detailed and tiny. But I love the look. Like I love this picture here. I'm going to turn it around so you can see that a little better. I love the way that picture looks there. And with the wings. And then this is something where it's more detailed. So you gotta, which I don't really like, but I'm learning. This is a pretty picture. This is like a mermaid and she's like caught up and with the seaweed. I love this picture too because she's underwater. And that's another picture with the butterflies. Now this is really pretty. I think you do this in watercolor. This is a woman who looks like she has a leopard body. That was extraordinary. Let's see that. But I thought these pictures are really, really beautiful, that you can bring life to the pictures and really, put a lot of beautiful color to it. So there's a colorist and an adult colorist. You want to really know how to bring colors into these pages where there's life, that you can really, resurrect the page and bring it to something extraordinary. And when people look at it, it's like, bam. You can really see the difference in the coloring. And this right here, this is cute with the woman with the wings, and she has a dog. Something that you can really know that you did something to that page to bring life to it, and it looks totally, totally different than it did before you put that color to that page. And I like that you probably did a water, make that water look pretty. That woman's kind of small, so but you still make the picture look beautiful. I definitely love this one. Woman with the wolves, with the wings, like an angel. So, yeah, these kind of books I like because they have a lot of designed detail and a lot of beautiful pages. I love angels. Here's a beautiful angel. I love it. Now, it would take me some time to do that. They're like something you could definitely paint for the holiday. And I love this picture. So, yeah. Those are the kind of books I really tune into. And as a colorist, you don't spend your time all day coloring, but it is an art, and I love the art of it. And it has brought out the creative side of me. And learning just to do something that I feel good about, do something that brings out your creative side, something that you really like to tune into, and just, take time to relax and sit back and just, feel good about what you're doing. And adult coloring is one of them. I'm still working on my diamond painting for Drills and Chills, and I love that painting. I'm going to be finished it probably in another 2 weeks at least. I'll give it 2 to 3 weeks since I'm doing other things. But other than that, this is your spiritual colorist and diamond painter, and I just wanted to come in and do a WIP and chat with you guys, and hope everyone is being blessed. My prayers are with everyone if you're suffering from any illnesses or sicknesses or dealing with this pandemic with the COVID, and my prayers are with you. I hope everyone is well. And once again, this is your spiritual colorist and diamond painter, Tisha. Please subscribe if you like my content, and I will be coming with you with probably an unboxing of a diamond painting. I haven't showed you guys like a diamond painting. I'm probably not gonna do my diamond painting unboxing like everybody else because I'm not affiliate with any company. But I do have a diamond paintings that I think I could show you guys and talk about the diamond paintings that I bought and the biggest ones that I have. Just to let you know about some of the diamond paintings that I have in my interest from Diamond Art Club and some from some other places that you may be interested in. And because I've been doing diamond painting now going on 3 years. So, yeah. And give you an unboxing. With that being said, you guys have a blessed day, and thank you so much for tuning in. And please subscribe or like my if you like my content, please say like. All right, bye bye.